This week's guests are part of the team of Sarasota Facial Aesthetics. I'm Rob. This is the Sarasota SpeaX Pre-Show tailored by Tweeds. What's up, everybody? I'm Rob. This is the pre-show tailored by Tweeds. When you are looking to level up your style game, come on down to any of our Tweeds locations all across the state of Florida. Should be a little QR code as well. Screenshot, click on that for some more information as well. This week's guests are Beth Bobb and Jamie Florio of Sarasota Facial Aesthetics. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So happy to have you. So let's talk about the services that you guys offer. What is your client, your typical client looking for, and how do you help them get where they're trying to go?
Absolutely. So Sarasota Facial Aesthetics is a non-surgical, non-invasive medical aesthetic practice. So we offer a variety of services. They are all medical grade, FDA cleared and approved to provide those services to our patients. The patients seek us out when they are looking for their overall skin health and wellness. So a lot of those services will range anywhere from injectables such as Botox cosmetic and facial fillers, medical grade skin care. We have a variety of skin laser treatments as well. And we offer complimentary consultations, so they will come meet with one of our very highly skilled nurse practitioners or medical estheticians in the practice to discuss what their concerns are, and then for us to give our professional recommendations on what is going to give them the best and safest and really most natural looking result.
That's awesome. So I know that people probably have some fears, hesitations, concerns if they've never gone through something like this. Tell us about, how you kind of alleviate those concerns and, anything that you want to share on that.
Absolutely.
So it's natural to feel nervous when you're seeking something that you've never done before. So a lot of the fear comes from not understanding what we do and or just being green to the industry in general. So to combat that, again, we consult with all of our patients thoroughly. We provide before and after care instructions. We're very, very available to our patients, from my cell phone number being given to our laser patients to, calling our amazing front desk. So we're very available to our patients, and we make sure to answer all their questions.
Now, what do you guys have to say to the fellas out there who may have never thought about this? This isn't something that just women can do, I understand. So what would you say to the guys out there?
I'd say get into my chair, please. No, but honestly, the male industry in aesthetics is rapidly growing. We see men every single day getting every single one of our treatments. I have couples come in together. I treat my brother every time he comes into town. My husband's in my chair. Her husband's in my chair. So men are actively seeking these services. So if you aren't, that's okay too. But we're here for you when you're ready.
And I started in this industry over 12 years ago, and it used to be that men would never either get the treatment and certainly would not admit that they were getting the treatment. So I think what we're seeing now is it was, 10 to 15 years ago, it was somebody's wife making that appointment for them, or girlfriend making that appointment, or significant other, to now men unapologetically come in and schedule their own appointments, get their treatments, schedule their next visit. So they are unapologetic about their aesthetics at this point, which is fun to
100%,
see.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that is going to do it for the pre-show. Remember, when you are looking to level up your style game, come on down to any of our Tweeds locations across Florida. You can click on the QR code. Also follow us on Instagram, as well as our website, tweedsuitshop.com. Stay tuned for a quick sneak peek of this week's upcoming episode with Beth and Jamie.
So I love how you talk about the relationship with the clients. Obviously, that's something near and dear to my heart as well in my industry. It kind of reminded me when you described how you have the same level of customer experience from the moment the customers walk in the door to the procedures. It almost reminded me of how concierge medical practices are working. And that's a really growing area. You have any insights about that? And is that, because what I'm getting at is when you call a concierge practice, even the person who answers the phone has a level of knowledge and passion about the care. right? And that's a big difference than sort of like the larger medical groups where, you know, somebody's just getting a wage and doing a task.
Yes.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just different than the experience it sounds like you're providing.
Right. And that's remained important to us since day one. You know, we will oftentimes have our patients call and ask for a front office concierge by name. I mean, they really feel that connection and that relationship with them. And it's something that, you know, in a very growing area and industry where we feel like we're outgrowing our space to some degree, we have contemplated and been approached to expand and open different locations, and we have not done that because we really want to be able to maintain that very personalized approach of they know who they're going to see when they walk in at each and every visit. And of course, when they walk through the doors, but certainly when they're getting their treatment as well.
Now you mentioned, you know, you kind of said no to the expanding by locations. Have you thought about expanding by services at all? You know,
we're constantly expanding by services. So we talk about education, and that ongoing education is, you know, we as a practice and Sue and Jamie as board certified nurse practitioners are constantly studying, attending conferences. We have great relationships with our vendor reps who are bringing us new information all of the time. So we are constantly expanding with the different services we offer. If it's something that we feel like is going to give our patients a good result and fit into the scope of what we offer. We never want to try to expand into anything that's outside of our scope, but always want to make sure we have the latest and technologies and the best of class medical grade.
So for the services you guys offer, what kind of like state licensure do you guys is required?
In the state of Florida, in order to be an aesthetic injector, you have to be a nurse practitioner, board certified nurse practitioner. So that's what me and Sue are. So other states, different rules, but that's the bread and butter of it is you have to be a nurse practitioner in the state of Florida. We do have a medical esthetician as well.
Do you want to explain what that is?
Yes, she's also licensed. She does our facials, Morpheus 8, and other medical grade skincare procedures. So she does not inject like we do. So we're doing the Botox fillers. Okay. We also run the lasers because in the state of Florida, have to be a nurse practitioner to run the lasers. Or, I mean, a PA or a doctor. But at the basic level, you can't be a registered nurse in the state of Florida like you can in other states.
Got it.